And there are troubling trends in Ontario after a spike in hospitalizations overnight. Doctors say as variants of concern take hold, the situation will only become more dire. And in the meantime, the surgery backlog in this province is growing. A dramatic jump in COVID-19 hospitalizations in Ontario. 55 more patients were admitted overnight, bringing the total to 868, and 26 more people are in ICU for a total 324. Those are the highest numbers the province has seen in more than a month.
We've been seeing this in the hospitals and the front lines, a huge jump in the last week. You'll find that a lot of those people are younger, like 30s, 40s, 50s, people we didn't see in the last wave. So this is hitting harder. It's hitting people younger, and it's hitting faster than it did before.
The result of the more contagious variants of concern spreading throughout the province, once again raising capacity issues at hospitals. And not just for COVID patients, the backlog in surgeries is building. In the latest update from Ontario's COVID-19 science table, an estimated 227,419 surgeries are postponed. And cancer screening volumes are declining once again, with long-term consequences for cancer outcomes.
Hundreds of thousands of Ontarians, some of whom are waiting with pain, with anxiety, with cancers that are spreading through their bodies for some kind of signal from this government that they have a handle on the backlog crisis when it comes to surgeries and procedures.
The opposition leader pointing to other provinces like British Columbia that have nearly cleared their surgery backlog 1 year into the pandemic, but the Ford government unable to provide a similar target.
We need to take care of the people with COVID as well. So it's not possible to give a specific timeline. We are investing hundreds of millions of dollars in order to speed up those surgeries so that people can get on with their lives.
Doctors say the government's rushed reopening will only put more surgeries on the back burner, and they expect beds will fill up quickly from here on out.
I think it's inevitable that the government will have to look at locking down again, unfortunately, and looking at closing schools again.
Schools are becoming another major concern. 409 school-related cases were reported today. That's more than a quarter of all of the province's cases. The government says vaccines are the key out of this crisis, and today family doctors in Ontario pushing to be more involved in the province's vaccination efforts after a recent survey found 60% of vaccine-hesitant respondents were more likely to get immunized if a family doctor administered their shot.
As soon as we get more vaccines, we're going to roll more into the primary care doctor's office.
And today, the Ford government announcing it is investing $3.7 million to help seniors and people with disabilities get their COVID-19 vaccines where transportation is a barrier. The province also says in the past 24 hours, 200,000 vaccination appointments have been booked through their portal, and just over 300,000 people in this province have now received both doses of the vaccine.